first pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Here's Albert now. He swings and grounds it to short. Profar for one. On to first, and they get the double play turned on Pujols. Base is empty now after the double play. And here comes the first baseman, Justin Bour. There's the first pitch now from Anderson. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider to count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Angels. Here's Chris Davis now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
1-1 to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Two balls and two strikes to count to Chris Davis. Here now the 2-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So one gone for the A's in their half of the sixth. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Cold strike at the letters. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one. Pitch popped up. Fletcher has a play. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Standing in, Jurickson Profar. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A's are gone in order. Score remains tied 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrelton Simmons. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Andrelton Simmons.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. The relay.
I mean, he absolutely smoked that baseball right there, but was he watching it then?
Boy, that was a tough one right there. You know, as a hitter, you should be thinking extra bases coming out of the box. He definitely squared this one up. Pretty good chance, though, D-Row. He should have been standing on second base with a double.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart. He grounds it sharply to third. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for one. At the plate, David Fletcher. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Hit out toward second. One there. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now, Marcus Semien. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike one, 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
The 2-2 one more time. Fly ball right down the line and left. On the move is Upton. And they can't run it down. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Another try at 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
7 foul balls in a row. Okay, come on now. This is getting a little ridiculous. Don't be shocked if the pitcher throws the rosin bag at this one.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air out to right. Calhoun has a read on it. 1 down. Next up for the A's, Nick Hundley. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Pitch number 100 on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up, too.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Simmons takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Here's the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expected to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. 0-2. Here it is. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
3-2. He's taken this as far as it can go.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hundley, the runner at third. Laureano, second. Chapman on at first with 2 down. Oh, he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
Well, he's been battling all game long and been a real warrior. But there's only so many pitches in an arm, no matter how tough he is. That walk may have been all the manager needs to see because he looks like he's done to me.
Behind 0-2 now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another chance? Jonathan Lucroy. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. There's
a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. That one is out there. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left, and just like that, this ball game is all tied.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to be the end now for Brett Anderson. Certainly did his job here this afternoon, but he'll have nothing to show for it as he'll be credited with the no decision. For right field, and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. So the bases are clear now following the home run. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Mike Trout. Line drive base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, an aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
And a good decision to throw as he is toast at second base. Into the box now, Justin Upton. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Hendricks is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Justin Upton goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Loriano retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command, even if he's still throwing strikes? Stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
But there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Upton comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Sent out to straightaway center field. Under it is Trout, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball well outside. Strike taken up in the zone. High in the air into shallow left center. Simmons calls for it, and that retires the side. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 3-2. Stepping into the box, Justin Bour will start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a solo shot for Justin Bour. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's given the Angels a 4-2 lead. Well, that was this lineup's 3rd homer of the game.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Lou Trevino is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Now that ball is smart, carrying to deep left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
Now batting, the third baseman, Zach Cozart.
Into the box, Zach Cozart, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully we have another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out.
Digging in, David Fletcher. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up in there. The base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that brings in Jonathan Lucroy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Fouled away. From the stretch. Line drive to left. Martini is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that will bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Laureano moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Ramon Laureano. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Trout is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Nick Martini the next to hit. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up. Here comes Upton, but this will land untouched. This is line to left. Upton is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The batter, the third baseman, Chapman.
Striding in, Matt Chapman. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2 and 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3 and 2. And he fouls this one off. Last strike now for Oakland. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a ground ball to third. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight. so they live to fight some more.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis. And with 2 men on here, I'm rather surprised they're sticking with him at this point. I feel like we can all see the exhaustion from all the way up here.
Yeah, I think it's time to go get him, Matt. We're seeing a guy that's given all that he has.
But he will make the catch on the hard hit ball out there, and that will conclude matters here as